Okay, first up, Lammens, the goalkeeper. And it was a proper goalkeeping performance. It wasn't spectacular for 90 minutes, but it was huge when it mattered. When the game turned into a series of corners, like Royal Rumble it was, so it was most of the time. Second balls late on, he did not flap. He did not panic. Didn't retreat onto his line. He came through bodies. He punched early. He claimed high balls. He confidently took control of his own box, even when it was mayhem in there. That kind of authority, it settles a defence. It's the kind of authority that Onana does not have, never had, and definitely Bayern does not look like he's going to ever have it either. So away from home, a scrappy game. That composure wins you points. I know Sesko scored the goal, but don't get it twisted. San Lamens was extremely important in this match. For me, he's an 8.5. Now for right back Diego Dalot, he's continuing his good performances under Carrick. He was disciplined, didn't get dragged into silly fouls, didn't overcommit going forward. He read the danger early. When the tempo dipped, he just kept things simple. He had a couple of shots, one on target, had a key pass. And when Everton tried to stretch play wide, he stayed switched on. It was not flashy, it wasn't dramatic. It was just controlled, reliable. And he's becoming a really, really good player under Carrick. Mazraoui cannot get in the goddamn team and deservedly can't get in. The low's been solid. 7 out of 10. Okay, now to the left back, Luke Shaw. It was a balanced game. He was not bombing forward at all. That's because his priority was defensive control. He stayed compact, he supported the centre backs, he recycled possession calmly, nothing spectacular, and exactly nothing going forward. He has a good game, then he has an average game. He never really has a bad game. This was one of his average games. Didn't really do much, but didn't really do much wrong. So this game he gets a 6 out of 10. Okay, now for Harry Maguire. He was absolutely solid. He was strong. He was vocal, dominant in the air. I believe he had 9, maybe 10 clearances. It was just a case of Harry Maguire saying, "You're going to try and get by me. You're not getting by me. Fuck off, Everton." But the match became chaotic and late on, and he didn't shrink. He helped his goalkeeper. He moved people about, tried to wrestle with people just like Everton were trying to do to us. He organised those around him. And that presence matters in tight away wins, especially when your tag team partner, when Martinez is out. He wasn't under relentless pressure, but when there was pressure, especially at those corners, he stood up. He was counted for. So for me, Harry Maguire gets a 7.7 out of 10. Now, Lenny Euro, he came in for Martinez, who was injured just before the game. A little knock. And Euro done okay. He was composed. He didn't dive into challenges, didn't get caught watching the ball. He dealt with physical moments quite well. His positioning was tight. He's been out of a game for this is his first start for a long time, for about 6 games or so. And alongside Maguire, he looked okay. It wasn't a game that required heroic defending. It required you to be calm, required you to just be in the right position at the right time, and it required you to fight. And this guy, even though he did get muscled about a little bit in the box, I'm guessing most of the Man United team probably did because we're definitely not as big or as powerful as Everton. But you can see his maturity is building. He's going to be a really, really, really top defender. Remember, guys, he's still just a kid. So for Lenny Euro, he's getting a 7 out of 10. Okay, now into midfield and Casemiro, and this is one of those gritty Casemiro performances. He wasn't evolved constantly. He contested duels all day long. I believe he had 20 duels or 22 duels. He won like what was it, 10, 12, something like that. He won 10 out of 22. Just having 22 duels is absolutely insane. I can't remember ever seeing someone with that amount of fucking duels contested. He breaks up play brilliantly. He gets stuck into his second balls. It was not glamorous, but it was necessary. He screened well. He absorbed pressure. He had 3 out of 4 tackles, 7 defensive contributions, and his passing was pretty damn fucking good as well. Had a shot, didn't test the goalkeeper. We're going to miss this guy. We need to fucking probably get 2 or 3 people in just to replace this one guy. And this is him at 34 years old. For Casemiro, he gets a 7.6. Now for Man United future captain, Kobe Manu, he was calm under pressure, as he always is. When the match lacked quality, and it lacked a lot of quality, there was none in it at all, apart from the goal, actually. He didn't try and force anything. He took safer options that probably lets us know why he's got nearly 100% pass accuracy. But this guy is always press resistant. Doesn't matter how many people are running at him, when he gets the ball, he knows what he's going to do with it before he's got it. And he almost never gives it away. He's not trying to dominate games yet. He's trying to learn how to control games. He needs to work on a couple of things. He needs to be, you know, chipping in with more assists, chipping in with more goals, or even just having shots at goal. He needs to work on his long passing as well. He doesn't really try anything over maybe 30 yards. He needs to, get those cross balls in his game. He's still only 20. He's still learning. There's still a long way to go. But this guy at 20 years old, he's probably better than most people we've seen at 20 years old. What's his ceiling going to be? Who knows? We'll find out. For this match, I'm giving Kobe Manu a 7.1. Now on to the attack, and we're going to start with Amad Diallo, and he was okay. He was bright in moments. He tried to be direct. He tried a few runs. I think he got a shot on target. Um, he dribbled a couple of times, a couple of key passes, but it was just one of those games. He was in it, he was out of it, in it, out of it. Didn't really work for him. Final product wasn't there, but he stayed involved. He tried to keep the game stretched, tried to get on the ball, tried to run by players. Just wasn't his game, but better than Bruno. So I'm going to give him a 6.6. I think he'll probably be dropped though for the next one. Because Sesko's got to start. It's going to be for Ahmad, I think. Okay, now for Bruno Fernandes, and it's about time this guy had a fucking bad game because I'm fed up saying how good he is. He worked hard as normal. He demanded the ball as normal. He tried to inject tempo. He tried to make things happen, but it was just a really poor performance. The last time he had a performance like this, it was probably in the Euro final against Tottenham, the Europa League final. He just wasn't there. And again, in this match, he was trying, but nothing come off. In fact, it's the only game I think there's been zero key passes from him, zero shots at goal, nothing at all, no assists, no chances created. You know, a bad game for him. I'm going to give Bruno a 6, and he's lucky to get a 6. Everyone can have a bad game. This guy usually has brilliant games. So, one of his bad ones. 6 out of 10. Okay, now for Matty Kuna, and he was quiet for large stretches. But then a moment of absolute, genuine quality. A crossfield patch, the one I was saying that Manu needs to start learning how to do. It was perfectly placed, straight into the run of Mbuemo. It changed the game. It was, the weight, the diagonal, right into his path. It was perfect. And Mbuemo didn't let him down. And then Sesko did not let Mbuemo down. It was insane. And this guy, I've said it before, if he's not producing quality moments, he's still working like an absolute dog. That's why I love him. This guy, he's going to be a Man United legend. Absolutely no doubt about it. For this match, just for that pass alone, Kuna's getting a 7.3. Okay, now Brandon Buemo, patience and composure in the final key moment. He didn't rush the assist. He waited, picked his pass, delivered it exactly where it was needed. And again, with zero quality, he provided clarity. That one moment, that genius moment, set his pal up, and his pal finished it. There was no quality in this game at all, apart from that one goal, that one bit of play from Kuna to Mbuemo to Sesko. And that's what good attackers do. They simplify the chaos. When you get that chance, you have to take it. And he did. For this match, Mbuemo gets himself a 7.9. And now for the subs, and I'm not really going to mention Mazraoui. The subs, it's all about Sesko, the game changer. His movement was brilliant, a clinical finish, zero hesitation. He came on and he instantly looked like he believed he'd score. He was just outside his own box when Kuna smashed the ball up to Mbuemo. He sprinted. The Everton defender, whoever it was, I can't remember his name, he just ran right by him. And not because the guy wasn't fighting to try and catch up with him, he was. He just couldn't get anywhere near him. Sesko's got a bit of pace about him. If he's sprinting in behind, Tarkovsky, I think it was. And yeah, just ran right past him. Couldn't get close to him. That's the striker's mentality. Just fire yourself toward the fucking box, toward goal, and something will happen. And Mbuemo delivered it straight to him, and he smashed it. He telegraphed it. I mean, everyone knew what he was going to do with it. But it's one of those ones. If the keeper goes early, he just slips it past the other side. But he smashed it into the corner. Man United get the 3 points. Although I have to say, Sesko did have a chance to get a second, or at least lay the ball on for someone else to get the second, and he kind of fluffed it. His touch was a bit shit. So while he's getting better, he still needs to improve. But I do think he deserves a start. I think I had him down as starting in this match. But, Carrick's got the job, not me. but I think he'll start the next match. He's got to. I mean, come on, give the boy a chance. For me, for this match, he gets the same as Lammens. He gets an 8.5 because those two are the reason we won this game. So yeah, 8.5 for Sesko. Okay, so there you have it. It wasn't fluid, it wasn't dominant, but it was controlled, sort of, for some of the game. When the moment came, we took it. When the pressure came, we handled it. When the goalkeeper needed to be at the fucking man, he was. 5 wins and six, still unbeaten. Is Carrick a man for the job? Do we have our new manager already in the house? This isn't luck. This is something. This is the beginning of something. So anyway, let me know what you think of the ratings. Who did I get drastically wrong? Who did I underscore? Who did I overscore? Let us know. Let's bring on who's the next match? Crystal Palace. Let's bring them on Sunday, 2 o'clock, I think. I'll see you there.